And we've got OG up against VP.
Centaur was trying himself back up and be ready to fight, and with Jerax sitting up in this top lane, this is dangerous.
Could set up something nicely if they can get the light strike. He's just got the Who Stomp because he didn't put a point in the double edge, so it doesn't look like they'll have enough damage. Lil comes across, Ramses will be okay. Lil has to be a little careful himself here, as in fact another stone will connect. S4 and Jerax trying to corner Lil in the tree line. He will have another tether across, so he should be able to juke it. Heads back around, and now it's Jerax caught out of position, and he's going to be the first to fall.
They're going to start thinking something's up.
They're going to stampede. They really want to try and get the lead in. As the setup, S4 moving into position. Mass TP is coming through. They'll look to blow up Ramses immediately, and they will. They'll take one kill. Can they get anything more? That's the question. No one. TP's across, has the EMP, but again, S4 with another Who Stomp and a double edge. The illusions, of course, doing work as well. They'll pick up a second OG, and they're not done yet. Ana, Remnants in, looking for solo, trying for the TP out, but the light strike array is there from Jerax.
Here comes Nyx once again.
Still sticking around mid both sides. Pasha going for the setup. Will there be any sort of save here? OG trying to come forward. S4 jumps onto the backlines, but immediately the MP comes through. He's out of mana. Will get the double edge off in time to bring down Lil, but they've lost Ana for this. They're going to probably lose S4 as well. He tries to play his way out with the stampede. It's not going to be enough. He's down. Jerax takes a fade bolt to the back. That's 3 dead on OG, and Fly's in trouble as well as VP closing on the Shadow Demon. Pick him up.
Active, which is something like that's not going to get reflected onto you from a Terrorblade.
More sidelines here. Fly trying to lead in, but it's actually VP getting the grab on him first. That's going to be one down. Pasha ready to go for more. There'll be a buyback from Fly. They the combo there. S4 with a follow-up from Ana. Immediately blowing up 3 members of VP, and they may not be done yet. Pasha will find Jerax, but S4 moving up. He's going to have the Who Stomp just in time. The chains is there as well, and OG pick up a 4th.
Go and get something big if you're VP.
Oh, it's a good setup. The follow-up is not there because S4 coming in with a counter play immediately onto Ramses. Lil tethers across. Is he going to take him out? Has he got any sort of save here? That's the question. No. Relocate. Yes, there we have it. Just in time. Will remove the Luna from the fight, but Pasha's left behind. Solo as well in a lot of trouble as Ana and the team chase him down. Pick up a second. And of course, Lil, he will be on his way back, and they'll pay with a 3rd death as well. Their team should be able to arrive in time to contest this here. OG do have to be a little bit careful. VP could get a really good jump.
They're going to leave No-Tail in the pit probably, but no one comes in with a nice combo.
Immediately comboing No-Tail down low, will be kept alive by the pipe. He gets a good Sunder off onto Pasha. S4's there with the play to bring down the Nyx assassin. Ramses in the middle of it all with the newly found BKB with the Eclipse, bringing No-Tail down low. He's not got the Sunder, of course, to save him. There'll be a defensive disruption from Fly. Ramses has got to back off as he's been demonic purge. Immediate change onto the Rubik. The S4 again getting into position.
No one.
S4 with the lead in, the perfect stun locks down, immediately just getting blown up by a Laguna Blade, and they're not done yet. They're going to look for another core, but Ramses pops the BKB, ready to turn No-Tail with his BKB as well, manning up against the Luna, but in fact, the damage is too much. No-Tail falling low and he's out. No-Tail's down. There'll be a buyback from No on VP. They want to find more. Solo remnancing forward, another remnant to close the gap onto Fly, telekinesing him back into the Sunstrike. VP take a 3rd. Such a setup.
Oh, this could be a dieback for No One.
If they can catch that invoke, it'll be huge. S4 again with a big Who Stomp. There's immediately Pasha with the return, but they jump forward. No one BKP'd. Yule's up as well, trying to get himself out, but he's down. They've lost 2. That indeed is Invoker out for a good 100 seconds or so. Sleight of Fist from Ana to cut down a 3rd. So what can do, Ramses. Now with that butterfly, put a fair bit of a punch to the fight. Post the BKB ready to go with the Eclipse. Fly will disrupt himself. Ramses turning towards No-Tail. A good telekinesis. Will No-Tail be able to get a Sunder off? No, he won't. S4 jumps in with a Who Stomp. Not enough burst to finish off Pasha. And OG, they've got to get themselves out. VP, they're chasing a stampede for Ana to try and get himself out of this one. Chains to hold back Ramses when there's the opening.
Yeah, OG going to test the waters with the illusions. The illusions, and maybe Ana just throwing some spells to harass a bit. And yeah, this range tracks they really want can slowly be sieged. It's really tough to defend the constant illusion spam that we're seeing coming out from the SD.
Yeah, really, it's just a question of who's going to be able to catch who as they pot and poke at each other.
That reflection gets Ramses down to almost half HP.
Oh, they do try and make a go on to Ana. Has been forced to the side. Gets the chance to remnant out now. Ramses pops the BKB, ready to run in. Chasing down Fly with the Eclipse as well. OG, they'll almost certainly lose the Shadow Demon. And the rest of them will just bail out. There'll be the Tornado catching out Fly. Fly's down. They do in fact find Lina as well with a good impale. Pasha setting up for a 2nd kill. There we have it. They'll pick up another. Anna's come back in, but the Spike Carapace holds in position. Do they have the chain stunner control? They don't need it because Anna out of mana.
Very important. I mean, every hero is important for OG. That's the thing. When you're playing this 4-core lineup, or really 5 heroes with farm, you need everyone alive to fight this
the players. They brought Notal down to half health. I mean, Ramses, he knows his power. He just pops the BKB. Will look to take a second set of racks. There'll be a jump in from S4. Immediately has to force himself out of that. The stolen Stampede being used by VP. Now there's the turnaround. The original Stampede from S4. Notel in the midst of it all, trying to man up and fight. Will be able to cut down onto the Rubik. And now moving in for more. Lil will relocate out just in time. And Notel ready to go in. Proving hard to do so on the side. No one used up. Anna jumps in, but immediately no one pots the BKB, turns towards Fly. Fly forces back. Anna jumps into the midst of it all, bringing them down low. Lil falling down, and they'll take the IO. They'll get the kill onto the Evoker as well. Pasha buried up, but it's not good. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? It looks like he is. They can't quite finish him off. Finally goes down to a side of Fist. There'll be a buyback for no one, but look at the damage that Ramses is dishing out. The dual butterflies are too strong by the looks of it.
How will this come up? Nice ward from Jerax on the high ground then. Could potentially set them up for something.
I've got the Atos since the Soul Catcher combination onto the Luna, jumping from S4, but immediate tornado, no one's there with the combo. S4 hexed up, Ramses puts the BKB, ready to go with the Eclipse as well. Anna still going to jump forward, looking for Pasha with the Sleight of Fist, bringing him down low. Anna getting nuked down out of the mana though with his mana, but immediately ripped to pieces. The Aegis on the floor. Lil he keep himself alive here. Notel pounding into him, will take down IO already. VPR having to back away. Anna turns towards Pasha. Pasha forced back with the Vendetta starting to back off. There'll be a buyback from Solo. They have kept the melee racks alive for the time being, but immediately Solo stunned up. There'll be a jump in, but immediately S4 again with the reaction play. Hitting the two-man Who Stomp, opening the final set of racks to be taken down as OG have now claimed Mega Creeps. And on VP, no buyback left on them. There's very little they could do. Ramses is going to send himself forward. Tries to mantle off the Light Strike Array, but it's not going to happen. Ramses is down. OG have done it here in game one and finally take the victory. I mean, boy oh boy did VP make them fight for it. OG proving to be the stronger side at the end of the day in this first game. Some very flashy performances, but once again, you've really got to talk about S4. He showed us one of the best performances on Center, I feel like we've seen in a long time. We're ready to get ourselves stuck into game 2.
But this is Notel doing a really good job of harassing early on. He's got 4 denies. He does take a lot of damage here and needs to make sure he gets his salve up. May actually go down. Oh. Okay.
Not enough punch.
Caustic.
Top lane though, OG looks to make a return play, trying to make Ramses pay. They can't quite get the final touch in. In fact, the turnaround, the Thunderstrike bringing Jerax low. S4 trying to finish off Solo. Again, a lot of damage being done by the Nuke, nearly getting a double kill there. Solo and Ramses just living by the skin of their teeth.
We're going to tango that tree.
Jerax, he's going to YOLO in. Lord help, Jerax just mans up, throws his life away, but it's absolutely worth it.
6 to 8 minute mark. Let's contest the off lane, send 2 or 3 heroes down there, get a kill.
Top lane, Jerax ready to go. They smoked up the 2 of them there. Jerax and Fly getting into position.
Commend Notel because he's done incredibly well laning-wise in a tough matchup.
Oh, top lane again. Jerax going in, kicking Ramses back into the hands of Fly, and they'll take him down once again. OG. Yeah, initiation from Notel. Starting to play around. Notel has to be careful, falling incredibly low, but it does work. The bait's successful. Pasha sticks around too long, and Jerax once again setting up a kill for the team. Top lane, S4 goes immediately in with the duel with a backup, but Fly should be enough damage to find one. In fact, he's even looking about setting up maybe onto a second. Magic missiles onto Lil. He's up into the trees, but Fly's right clicks here, bringing him down low. S4 turns his attention back towards Solo. There is now backup as Pasha TPing across, looking towards S4. S4 hitting a good nuke, bring them down low. The burrow strikes in. Jerax again! He's turned up to the fight every time. Jerax just moving in. It doesn't get him a kill onto these 2. On the sidelines, Fly was able to finish off the Batrider. Now TP's out. He's not going to make it. The burrow strike will be there as VP punish him.
And
they don't have any detection. No sentries at the moment. And they'll actually pop out of it though. Into the midst of it all, but there is backup from the side of OG. Jerax looking to roll forward. There's the silence onto Lil, magnetized as well. Duel from the sidelines. S4 catches out the escape. Can he get the kill? He will. Maybe let's get themselves the bonus damage. They're taking 3 down on VP.
There we go. Another smoke coming in.
Nice force no-tail solo. He's going to find him here. He will go for the trap, and in fact, the Static Storm does get him knocked out, though, by the Flame Break. He's going to be fine. And a good combo indeed. Jerax just coming in, shutting down the entire team, bringing them down low. Duel onto Ramses. That's one out with no one. Trying to get himself away with the Ghost Walk. They've got a sentry out there on the top. Pasha is able to come with the epicenter. Is it enough to finish off Ana? No, S4 with the heal, saving Ana. And again, we've seen this before. Fly just chasing down Lil across the fire. Fly, he does not care about walking across the flames.
Jerax.
He's finding even more again with a magnetize onto 2. They're having to tuck their tails and run. Can S4 pick up the kill? That's the question. No one. Actually maybe able to turn it with Pasha hitting the bow strike.
No-tail just sweeping on through. This is kind of like, let's check where their wards are as well as set up some kills, and hello.
Actually jumping straight in. Static Storm will be laid down, but I guess at this point No-tail doesn't really care. He got the Shadow Dance off in time. Nice bow strike onto 2, but the backup's there from the rest of OG. No-tail jumps in, takes down the Power Rider, and OG they can't get a catch on anything else. There'll be a good Tornado holding them back, but No-tail on the side picks up the Disruptor. Double kill for the Slark.
A thing of beauty.
Okay, so actually seeing 2 goes ends at the same time here. Towards the mid lane, that'll be the duel. S4 is caught out Lil. That'll be an extra bit of bonus damage in the pocket of him. Ana remnanting forward aggressively. There'll be a tornado, but No-tail Dart packs it off. The chains connect, and VP, they're going to lose heavy casualties here. Ramses, can he get himself out? Looks like he can with Pasha coming in with the big plays. Ramses trying to turn, but the nuke's there from S4. He jumps in, 4 dead on VP. They're going to lose 5. It's a full team wipe, as OG are just absolutely shredding them here in game 2, 21-9. So, I mean, we're sitting with this blink dagger here. He gets glimpsed back, but immediately going back in. The Flame Break again, knocking him out of the kinetic field. So he's being turned around upon him. Falling down low, Jerax isn't going to hit anyone there with the boulder smash, but he does force them to split. Ramsey's trying to finish off No-tail, but the damage isn't quite enough. Jerax just staying on the front lines here, now rolls out. He goes with the kickback again, hitting 3 with the boulder smash. No-tail, they found Ramses. The change from Ana onto 2 is a triple kill for S4 as once again.
And at top, this is the kill with the Orca they need to get. Jerax is there, ready to turn it around though.
And indeed he does. Straight in with the combo. Ramses has the guts to hold them back. Buy some time for no one, but S4 immediately in with the duel. No one throws out one more final tornado, but he's out, so's the Drow. OG once again shutting down both cores, and they're just going to tap it out. It's too much for VP. OG just absolutely destroying them here in game 2. It was not pretty if you're a fan of VP, but it certainly was impressive if you're a fan of OG. And a great game for Earth Spirit fans to look back and just watch and study what Jerax was able to do at the start of that game, because from the get-go, it kind of felt it was almost over just because of what Jerax was able to achieve with those early rotations.
Yeah, he was very, very impressive.